it still has positive and negative. So we're still dealing with signs, but now we're introducing it not just as integers anymore, but now it's rational numbers. So rational numbers includes integers, but they can be written with decimals, and you can have them written with fractions. So we're continuing on with that addition and subtraction portion, but today we're focusing just on the decimals. And mainly what we're going to focus on is actually something that is very much a part of real life, and that's balancing your checkbook, okay? Or balancing any kind of account. Even if you're like, oh, well, I'm just going to use a credit card, or I'm going to use cash. At some point, you're probably going to have your money in a bank. Because if you ever want to buy a car, you ever want to buy a home, you ever want to rent a home, you have to have credit. And the only way that you can establish credit is by having accounts, whether it's bank accounts or credit card accounts. It builds up your credit score so that you look like a candidate that people want to go ahead and give a loan to. Or you look like a candidate that people will go ahead and rent to. Okay, if your credit isn't very good, you're not going to be able to get a car loan or a mortgage or even rent a nicer home or a nicer apartment. You'll only be able to go to maybe something that's very, very minimalistic. Okay, so credit is a big thing. And the way that you get good credit is making sure you pay bills on time and making sure that you do not fall in the negative in your bank account. Okay? All right, so a transaction. When we talk about the word transaction, that means you're either putting money into your account, which is called a credit, or you're taking money out of your account, which is a debit. A debit is a type of withdrawal, whether you're paying something off or you're going to an ATM and withdrawing money itself. When you're using your checking account, if it's a credit, you're depositing money into your account. So when you get money, you earn money through a job, or you are given money, maybe it's a birthday. Or if you return something, let's say that you purchase something and then you return the item, they credit your card or your account back. Okay, they give that money back. So these are some key words about different transactions that can happen within a bank account. So what we're going to do is we're going to focus on a couple situations together, and then you're going to work on one independently for today. So a ledger, this is what a ledger is. It's a simple idea of a checkbook. It's where you write down what situations you're doing, whether you are withdrawing or depositing money. So in our ledger, we're going to start with August 12th. So you have a place to put your date. You have a place to write down what the transaction is for. So every week we have somebody who comes and works on our yard. So every week I have a check that's written out, and in my little transaction, I label it lawn. It just lets me know that I paid for my lawn service that day. Okay? And then you've got a place to state whether it's a withdrawal, a negative amount, or a deposit, which is a positive amount, and then what's in your account at the end of that, your balance. So starting on August 12th, we have nothing in our account. We're at zero. We're going to look at each of these situations. On August 16th, you receive a check from your grandmother for $40 for your birthday. So you're being given money. Is that a positive or a negative? Positive. So what you're going to do, and I'm not going to focus on doing different colors. In fact, I'll just do it in my black ink, my pencil. I'm going to write down that, hey, on August 16th, 8/16, I'm going to write down that it was my grandma birthday. Grandma birthday. And she gave me money. So am I going to put it in a withdrawal or a deposit? Deposit. If she gave me the money, I'm going to put it into my account. And she gave me $40. So I'm going to write down here $40. I'm going to put 40.00. I'm going to put that because we're talking about money. Money has decimal value to it. Even if I just say $40, it still has a decimal value. It has a decimal and 2 zeros behind it. So now if I'm adding that into my account, how much money do I have in my balance now? $40. So we're going to write that again, 40.00. Okay, also on August 16th, I got a check from my parents for $100 for my birthday. So I'm going to write another transaction. I'm going to put 816 again. This time it's my parents, and it's still my birthday. And they gave me a check for $100. So is that a withdrawal or a deposit? Deposit. So I'm going to put my dollar sign. I'm going to put 100.00. What's my balance now? 140, right? You got to add what you got into the balance that you had. What your previous balance was, you're now adding that $100 in. So that becomes 140.00. All right, on August 17th, so I'm going to write that date, 8/17, you purchase a pair of pants from Old Navy for $23.42. So in my transaction, I'm going to write Old Navy because I made a purchase from there. Now, if I made a purchase, is that a withdrawal or a deposit? A withdrawal. So in the withdrawal amount, I'm going to write negative $23.42. $23.42. So I had $140. Now I'm withdrawing, so I'm taking away $23.42. So my new balance is going to go down. It's going to be $116.58. God bless you. Okay, so we had 2 deposits and 1 withdrawal so far. So our money increased by 40, then it increased by 100, and then it went down by $23.42. Okay, August 18th. So I'm going to put down 8/18. 8/18. You find $5.19 in change during the day. So you found money. What would you write for your transaction? What would you call that? Luck. Sure. That sounds good. Luck. Okay, you found money. Is that a deposit or a withdrawal? Deposit. So in our deposit, we're going to write $5.19. And then we're going to add that to the $116.58. That's going to come out to $121.77. Okay, 8/19, August 19th. You purchased socks from Walmart. What am I going to write for my transaction? Walmart. It's what I went ahead and shopped at. I shopped at Walmart. I purchased socks. Which column is it going to go into? Withdrawal or deposit? Withdrawal. Apparently socks are really expensive because I spent $12.76 on them. $12.76. Okay, so we're going to subtract that away from 121.77. That's going to come out to $109.01. $109.01. Okay? All right, so the question below is asking, what is the balance after 5 transactions? What's our balance ending with? $109.01. Now, how much money did we deposit in total? How much money in total did we deposit? So we're going to take our deposit column and we're going to add it all together. How much total money did we deposit here? Azariah? Very good. We took a total deposit, and I am gonna do this in my green. My total deposit here is to take all of these and put them together. So that means I'm gonna take my $40 and I'm gonna add it with my $100, and I'm gonna add that with my $519, and that comes out to a total deposit of $145.19. Now, what about how much money did we pay or withdraw? So how much total negative amount of money did we have? Rohan? $36.18. So that's going to be this portion right here. So we're going to take that negative $23.42 and we're going to add it with our negative $12.76. And that's going to come out to a total negative of $36.18. Go ahead and get that copy down and let's go on to the next page. All right, let's take a look at this next page here. All right, same concept, same idea, right? We've got May 5th, our beginning balance is $8. So I already wrote that down here. May 5th, our beginning balance is $8. What I want you guys to do is fill in these 4 transactions that are going to happen into your ledger. And then we're going to go through and we're going to answer these 4 questions down below about what's our total balance at the end? How much total positive did we have? How much total negative did we have? And the last question, were we able to afford our last transaction? Okay? So go ahead and fill this in. All right, let's take a look at this. Our beginning balance is $8, so we have a positive beginning balance. On May 6th, so it's 5/6, we went ahead and spent $4.38 on a gallon of ice cream at Marty's Ice Cream Parlor. So I'm going to go ahead and just write down that my transaction was at Marty's. And since it was me spending money, that's a payment or a withdrawal. So I'm going to write negative $4.38 under withdrawal. And that means I'm taking it away from my $8. So I now currently have $3.62 in my bank account. Then on May 7th, 5/7, I spent $3.37 on crackers, candy bar, and Coke from Circle H. So I'm going to go ahead and write down that this was at Circle H is my transaction. And that I spent money, so it's a negative transaction of $3.37. It goes in my payment and withdrawal column. And when I take that away from the $3.62 that I've got, I am left with just 25 cents in my bank account. That's never a good thing. But May 8th, 5/8, I went ahead and I cut the neighbor's grass. So I went ahead and I'll put down I cut grass. And I earned money. I received money. That's a deposit. That's a positive value. So I'm going to put $10 in my deposit column, which means my new balance is now at $10.25. Still not that great, but at least it's a little bit better. But then also on May 8th, I went ahead and decided to buy a Kindle book. So I'm going to put Kindle down. And I spent money, so it's going in my withdrawal/deposit section. And I spent $14.80. So So here's a problem. Did I have enough money to be able to buy that book? No. When I made that purchase, I'm now in the negative zone. I now owe $4.55 to my bank because I overdrew on my account. That's called an overdraw. When you overdraw on your account, you now go into the negatives. Okay, so let's go ahead and answer these questions. What's our balance after those 4 transactions? Our balance at the end is a negative $4.55. How much money in total did we deposit into our account, guys? $10, right? This total deposit here is just $10. How much total withdrawals did we have? How much total in withdrawals did we occur? $22.50. What is it? $55? $22.55, right? $22.55. Okay, so we're taking that negative 4.38, we're adding it with that negative 3.37, and we're adding that with that negative 14.80, and that's going to come out to the $22, negative $22.55. Okay? All right, so did we have enough to buy the book? No. If we had enough, we wouldn't be in the negatives. So here's a question. How much more money did we need in order to at least have a balance of 0? How much more, Ian? Not 50, 55 cents. Yeah, $4.55. Remember, if we wanted to get to a balance of 0, then we're talking about a 0 pair. You need to find the 0 pair here. So if we've got a negative 455, then the opposite of that is going to be a positive 455. So we needed $4.55 more. You're creating a 0 pair. 0 pairs are opposites, a positive and a negative value, where they are the exact same base number. They're just opposite signs. So if we had a negative 455, then we need a positive 455. Okay, so what you're going to do now, you've got a couple of things. You're going to do the last page on your own, which is this. The last page on your own, and answer those questions. And then if you're done, you'll go on to Google Classroom, and there are IXLs that have been posted. There are 2 IXLs, and they are available until Friday. Every Friday, I cut the IXLs off, and it all goes in the gradebook. So you have until Friday to get those 2 IXL skills done, but don't wait, because each day I add more stuff in, so you don't want to fall behind. At the end of class, the last minute of class, I will post what I did here, so you can see if you got yours correct, as well as the answers to the questions. Okay? Any question about what you're doing? This needs to be completed before class is over. Shouldn't take you long. William? Yes, after this, you go to the IXL. Okay, let's go ahead and go over what you should see on your ledger. This is what it should look like, that on July 6th, you babysat, earned $50, so you now have $10 in your account. On July 8th, you mowed a yard, you earned $15, so you now have $25 in your account. On the 9th, you went out to lunch, you paid $6.72, so you have $18.28 in your account. On the 12th, you got lucky and found a whole bunch of money under your bed. You found $112.14, so that gets to go deposited in. So you now have $130.42. The 13th, you got to pay your cell phone bill, $52.48. That's a negative. So you're now down to $77.94. On the 15th, you went ahead and did some odd jobs. You worked around the neighborhood, and eventually you made a total of $215.72. That gets deposited. So you have $293.66. You went grocery shopping, so you paid a bill. Pay your bills for groceries. $87.57 gets taken out. You're left with $206.09. You love your mama, so you bought her a present for her birthday. You spent $36.84. That's a negative. It's her birthday, not yours. You didn't get the money. You spent the money. So $169.25 is what you've got in your account now. And then your car was a mess, so you went ahead and had it cleaned and detailed. They went and vacuumed it. They did all the stuff. They waxed it. They did everything. So you paid $102.73. You now have $66.52 in your account. So at the end of, oh, I know it says at the end of 4 transactions, but at the end of your transactions, you got $66.52. You had a total deposit of $392.86. Total amount of withdrawals, which was your negatives, is negative $286.34. And if on the 30th you decide you want to go to a concert, but the concert costs $154.65, but you don't want to overdraw in your account, then how much money do you need? You take how much the ticket cost you minus how much you have in your account, and that tells us we still need to make $88.13 in order to be able to purchase the tickets. Go ahead and pack up.